What is going on, my Patriots? How y'all guys doing? Welcome to Joel Davis Media Network. This is your host, Joel Davis. Tonight, I got an all-star panel for you guys. Yes, we're a little light than normal, but that's all right. We're going to rock with it. First things first, y'all know this man as the legend himself, not only making shorts, but also pissing people off on TikTok, YouTube, you name it. He does it. And yes, he can fight. You can see him in shape. I'm telling you, he scares me. My man, Craig. What up, Craig? What going on,
man? What's good? I got a jiu-jitsu shirt on right now.
See, I
look,
told you.
I got a scar on my face for one of you liberal clowns who want to run up on me. Y'all keep running up on me. You'll find out.
Oh, my God. This man here is larger than life.
Y'all know what that is. I can't put that thing on there, but you know what that is. I got this Patriot hat on for a reason. One of these liberal lip-tards, come running up on me if you want to.
This man right here is made California so blame mad that they starting to think about their own life. This man has talked about everybody from Disney to where he got people of color asking themselves if they really people of color. This man, the legend himself, Jericho Green.
Look, I'm not Craig, just like you, but I'm not gonna show the whole package, but maybe just a little handle. That's all there. Hey, you know what? You know what, Craig? Hey, I took jiu-jitsu for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And you learn a lot of serious shit very quickly when you start jiu-jitsu. Like day one, you learn They showed us a bicep bar where you literally tear the muscle off of somebody's bone on their bicep. It gets real bad real quick. So if you have any kind of training and some layman runs up on you, like somebody who's never had any jiu-jitsu training,
oh, they done.
You're gonna be in a real bad position.
Let me tell you, Jericho, I train so much that if somebody were to run up on me and do that, I literally I'm gonna pucker up a little bit, man. I might actually ejaculate on myself, man.
Lord!
I will be like, I can't believe I can't believe I get to use this shit on somebody, right? You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, and people, like, your natural instinct when you're fighting somebody is to take them down to the ground and like put them on their back. And if you're against somebody who knows jiu-jitsu, that's not what you want to do, man.
You do not want to go.
Situation.
You can only be 2 weeks in jiu-jitsu. You know what?
Oh yeah, no bullshit.
With jiu-jitsu.
No bullshit. Up there, even an armbar or a triangle or something like that. Bro. The basics. You notice all the UFC fights, all these dudes, these Brazilian dudes, and these guys, all these years of training and black belts in jiu-jitsu. Mm-hmm. It's always ended with basic jiu-jitsu moves: armbar, triangle, even an omoplata. That's not too extravagant because some jiu-jitsu moves get real crazy, but they usually end with the basic: a rear naked choke. You learn that in the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, you in trouble. You run up on somebody,
right? It's a wrap. You don't get a rear naked.
I got a whole scenario how I survive in life. I love the box. If that fool no more than boxing, then that's it. I'm pulling out the weapon. Oh God, self-defense. That's it. I'm out.
That's how it is in those free states. You guys are talking all that free stuff in those free states.
I'm just saying, man. But you're right though. You can't never underestimate nobody these days because you don't know what somebody know. You know, I see a lot of these young guys, and it's in this younger generation. They always see guys like Jericho or guys like you, Craig. They think, oh, you got kids or whatever. You some soft dad. Hey, man, better watch that.
That makes you more fierce.
But Joe, this is why I always laugh at Brandon Tatum when he says it, because they be saying that stuff to me. Man, I didn't know you was that big. When they finally see me in person, they be like, man, I didn't know you was that tall and that big. I'll be like, yeah, man. Like,
hey, that's how it was for me when we met up in Arizona. They were all already there, like standing, in the semicircle. And I walk up and Oliver Mack, Craig,
everybody giant,
Tatum, ABO, everybody is taller than me. I was like, oh, okay.
Like,
normally, Yeah, normally people are shorter than you think, but that's not the case, guys. It's not
yeah. All of us are pretty tall guys and big guys. I mean, I'm pretty big myself. I mean, that's one of the cool things about being around people, especially man, real men. You can tell when somebody can handle themselves and when they can't. You can tell by the way they talk and the way they carry themselves. And when I first met all of y'all guys, I know y'all can. Brandon, I know Brandon can handle his. I ain't worrying about Brandon.
Like people, as men, we're always sizing each other up.
Yeah,
that's just the nature of things.
Just like when Crazy Behind Lucas was trying to pick on Brandon all them times. And man, you better not.
Oh, let me person. Let me. Oh, you're gonna get a special live tonight, Joe.
Oh yes.
You brought up somebody that I have a deep disdain for now. I didn't even know who this dude was, man.
Oh.
Until after the fact. I was invited on a panel by somebody that's local to Florida. I'm cool with the guy Willie. He's running for Congress. He's running for Congress out here in Florida. He invited me on the panel to speak at his event. I was like, all right, cool, I'll do it, man. And I got there, and it's mostly pro-black folks, right? Pro-black conservatives. And some of them I question that's not even conservative, right?
Yeah.
And you can tell that, like, I didn't know any of them on the panel, but you can get a sense that they didn't either seen my content before, they know who I am. But you can tell they ready to go. And I couldn't understand why I was feeling a little bit of animosity in the air.
Yeah.
But it's because I be on the live with Jericho and Brandon Tatum and ABL and them. You know what I'm saying? I've been on the live, so I guess because they hate Brandon and his wife Corinne, that's how they feel towards me. So I can feel it in the air. So I was like, look, I'm gonna maintain me and do me, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I never knew who this unamazing Lucas person was, right? Dude, I'm telling you, I'm honest. I have never heard of him, don't know who he is until after the fact. So he was on the first panel, and he was literally the first question was, what is conservatism and what does it mean? Can you define conservatism and what does it mean to you? And you can see him start, like, you know what I mean? He didn't know how to answer. So he implied, like, hey, can you start with somebody else? Like, he wanted to pass it off to somebody else so they can answer it. He can piggyback off what they said because he don't know what the hell to say. So dude, I got it documented, man. The dude couldn't define conservatism. Literally.
Wow.
He didn't know that. He came clean and said, man, I don't know what it means, man. I can't define it. He couldn't, but then he goes on. So I was like, well, damn, the brother on the panel, he's in a room full of conservatives, and we're supposed to be talking about the minority community and things, the call of action and things that we can do to help the minorities. And he couldn't define conservatism, but no worries. I don't know the brother, man. It's, we're all different levels and growing in this movement. I'm still a student of it as well. I'm cool with that.
Me too.
But then when he flipped the script, started bashing conservatives, saying we shucking and driving, I said, hold on. I looked at Willie. I said, are you setting me up, man? Did you bring a black liberal on here? Like, I didn't know that I was going to be in the presence of liberals and it's this dude, man. So later on, I spoke to some people, and they was like, oh, that's old boy. That's old buddy. He used to be one of the biggest conservatives, and then he didn't switch and went pro-black. I said, he ain't never been no conservative, man. What he did was ride the coattail. This is my theory. He rode the coattail of the Trump movement. Trump didn't win. He went into a depression state, peed on himself, and didn't know what else to do. So he switched on him and he went back to who he really is, being pro-black and bashing people. So it's like, yeah, I had my running. So, I didn't mean to get long-winded with that, but
no, you good. No, he really started. He didn't switch up to about 4 months before Trump was about to be go for re-election. That's when he switched up. And his word of switching up was that some of the stuff that Trump was doing during the lockdowns and stuff just wasn't right. He wasn't agreeing with it. Was getting too obnoxious.
That should make you walk away from the
he's a clown
conservative in general. And I don't know the dude. I don't know anything about him, but I do know this, man. You don't ever pass the mic. If somebody hands you the mic,
dude, he couldn't define it at all.
You don't.
Jericho. They said they put him on the spot. They said no. We asked you. You're the first person to start it off. Answer the question. And he just said, "Oh, I don't know the definition of it. I can't define it. I don't know the definition." He came clean. I was like, "All right, I don't know who he is, but now I know who he is." And it's like, man, and it's just like what you just said, Jericho. Like, what if you're? See, this is the thing, right? You can dislike the Republican Party because both parties have their flaws. Obviously, we have rhinos. The Republican Party supports things that I don't necessarily agree with. Obviously, the left, the Democrats, completely go against my values. And that's cool. But when you say you were a conservative, when I say I'm a conservative, it's in my values. My principles is how I live as a straight man and a man of God, right? And the Republican Party tends to align more so with my values, right? As someone that loves the country, respects the Constitution, puts God first, pro-life, pro-gun, I can name it. Less government, less taxes, right? I can name and list them. So when I don't know what could have possibly took place to where somebody would straight up just switch and say, "Oh, bashing conservatives." That means he never was a conservative, and it's obvious because he couldn't even define it that he doesn't really fully understand what conservatism means, right? I have a business. I'm an American that's just so happened black. I want to conserve what we have, the traditional values that the country was built off of. I want to conserve my individualism, right? I want to conserve the fact that I was able to, based off my personal decisions, working hard, sacrificing, saving money to go out and build and start a business in my community. I want to conserve that, right? I don't want to be a part of the collective. I don't want to sound like I want to reappropriate and take other people's stuff. You know what I mean? So I'll digress, man.
All right, so we're gonna start and kick off the show, man, with this video right here. I gotta put this up. I want to get your opinion on this. That's why I got you here. I want you to think. This has been my synopsis all week, and I want to get y'all opinion on this about what they're saying now. Let's see. Let me go put this up here.
Because as we all know, elections matter. Oh. And when folks vote, they order what they want, and in this case, they got what they asked for. I went off script a little bit.
Girl, you live off script.
She went.
Yeah. No one ever goes somewhere and orders, "Can I get the special of the day? And then can you take it in the bathroom and take a shit on it and then bring it to me?" Because that's what we got.
That's hilarious.
That's what we got. Nobody asked for this. I don't even think the dummies who voted for Biden asked for this. They probably asked for what they were being told they were going to do and what they were promising. But I don't think anybody asked for this specifically. And I have yet to have an answer to this question. One of her first titles behind being the vice president is border czar. Now, I don't like that word czar. Even when the first time I heard it was back when Bush Jr. was in office, George W. Czar. I don't like that. That's from Eastern Europe. That's a communist word. I don't like that word, but that's what they use. But it means that whatever comes after the word czar, that's what you, or comes before the word czar, that's what you do. Border czar. That means your specific focus is on the border. So how can you be a whatever czar, in her case border czar, but you've never been to the border? That's like being hired for a job and you never been to the office. You talk about the job, you talk about doing it, but you never went to the office. I don't understand that. But she's right. The people got exactly what they asked for. And it couldn't have come out of a more unlikable mouth. She is the most unlikable person on earth.
What are your thoughts on that, Craig? What do you also? Do you want to piggyback off that, man? What you think?
I mean, what she said was right. She told us the truth, right? The truth will set us free. She said I went off script. We know y'all read teleprompters, man. Y'all can't say nothing off the cuff. You guys are brain dead, man. And where's she been at anyway? She been just hiding. We just see her pop up at the State of the Union with a brown Fruit of Islam suit on. I don't know what brown. What is that? A final call? Whatever, man. You know how I feel about these people. Kamala is She is there purely off of pandering. They put her in a position. This is someone that nobody even wanted to elect. She didn't even make it when she did try to run. Nobody wanted to vote for the woman. We already know her history. She pretty much sold her soul. She even went on live TV telling Joe Biden she believed his accusers and that
she called him a racist.
She called him a racist. And then next thing you know, we got the phone call, Kamala Jackal. We did it, Joe. We did it, Joe. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? We know what's up, man.
She sold her soul and her whole, because that's how it all got started. That's how it all got started. She slept with mayor at the time, mayor of San Francisco, Willie Brown. And then next thing you know, she's district attorney of San Francisco. That's how her whole career got started. And like Craig was saying, it's funny how during the debate, which she didn't get too far past, but during the debate, she called that man a racist. You're the reason I got bused to another school. Now look, busing during whenever she was growing up out in California was different from busing down in not only did this girl live in California, which was as far from Jim Crow as you could physically get and still be in the United States, she was a rich kid. Her mom was a professor. I believe her dad was some kind of professor or something like that. She grew up in the Bay Area. She did not have it hard. Getting bused, I know the thoughts it conjures when you hear that, but that's not the busing that Kamala Harris dealt with. And there's stories out there that say she didn't even get bused. But you can sit there and look across the stage and call somebody a pervert and a racist. That's what she called that man. You sexually assaulted that woman. You stuck your hand down her pants against her will. So she called that man a pervert and a racist. And we're all old enough to remember a time when you called somebody a racist, that meant something. So you call that man that. Fast forward less than a year later, 6 months or something?
6 months, turnaround.
And you're his co-worker?
And we did it, Joe.
You said wait a minute. I can't know that you're a pervert or believe that you're a pervert and then we're cool. We can't do that. Isn't that what they accused men of? Remember they made that commercial where they were showing how men are dude was in the backyard and the kids were roughhousing. Hey boys, knock that off. Some guy was about to assault some woman and his buddy was like, hey man, that's not cool. Like we need to be told that hey man, you shouldn't sexually assault women. Oh what? Like yeah, we know that, but she's of that camp and she's working next to a pervert and celebrating it.
Exactly.
So, man, you can't believe these people as far as you can throw them. They're all full of shit, and she's disgusting.
Yeah, man. We know what's up with them, man. And then here they are with they switched up so much and gaslight so much. Now they're saying everything that everybody's been saying for the past 2 years, man.
Yeah.
Like they're coming in on a horse and chariot and they are saving the day. And and it's like, dude, whoever falls for this stuff, man, it's so exhausting. Whoever falls for it is just a complete idiot, man. You got people out here that still advocate for them, knowing that the economy is screwed and the gas prices and everything is inflated. Can't make this stuff up, man.
No, you can't.
It's like like you were saying, Craig, when they are now saying the same shit we were saying a year and a half, 2 years ago, it's like we're cleaning up after the party. We turn the lights on, we're throwing all the red plastic cups and the trash bags, and here they come showing up with a brand new keg. Like, you guys missed the party. We already did this. We were saying all the same shit. You're saying now, well, we're just going to have to live with COVID and get back to normal. That's what everybody was saying back then. You get more bees with honey. They should have gave everybody all the truthful information. Here's what the real science is, not what the paid science says. Here's what it is. Here's some places to get masks if you want. Here's some places to get the poke if you want. Go about your business. So that way, if our numbers spike and a bunch of people die or whatever, then it's on us. Then we got to look at ourselves and say, damn, man, we need to change this. We need to do something wrong. But the government telling us what we have to do and shutting down our businesses and all that bullshit, I mean, that's why so many people are against this shit.
Let me ask y'all this. Why do y'all think now, all of a sudden, you finding more liberals of all colors now getting red pill. I'm hearing comedians now starting to speak out. There was a black comedian recently, shout out to BCP, talked about he missed Trump. Like he said, literally, like, yo, this stuff. He did it in a room full of liberals. They were a little nervous at first, but then they wound up laughing and agreeing with him, like, yeah, we do miss him.
Well, yeah, but they wait too long to profess those things. We got 2 more years to sit up here until the next one. We need them to sound like that when it's election time, to tell the people that follow them, the influences that they have, not switch up and push the agenda, become a part of the Democratic cabal again, telling people to vote or die. We need them to sound like that when we need them to sound like that. Right now, yeah, but then at 2 years from now, they get amnesia and completely they sound completely opposite of what they're saying, man. It's disheartening, man.
Yeah, it really is. I think people, the reason they're saying it now is because people vote with their wallet. You can talk all the shit you want in the company of your friends or your whoever, or whatever your platform is, but when you get that ballot at your house or you get in that booth, you're going to vote for whoever has your financial interests at heart. And if everything costs more, food, fuel, I just put up a video. I was at a stoplight. Dude was changing the gas prices right then. And I put, do you think those gas prices are going up or going down? And one of the things that our grandpa in chief was saying during the State of the Union is he was bragging about how we have convinced the world community to release 60 million barrels of oil to bring the prices down. And then in the very next sentence, he says, and America's putting up 30 million. So we one country are putting up half of the oil you're bragging about putting out into the world, in the world market, when we shouldn't even be in this position in the first place. You can't set my house on fire, then run around the other side with the fire hose and put it out and then want to be called a hero. You did that shit.
Amen.
Like, why are we in bed with Russia at all? Why do leave that Keystone pipeline going and none of this shit matters? We're exporting energy for the first time since World War II, and the first day in office, you fuck all that shit up. Yeah. Now, that's why Russia got everybody by the short and curlies. You had it.
Oil independent #1 leader in 2019 and 2000, top part of 20. To this fool,
we were all independent. We were exporting. We were exporting. We were all
getting money. Yeah. We're selling our energy for money.
This punk said that he wasn't going to ban fracking, and literally the first thing he does is ban fracking and gets rid of the pipeline, kills jobs.
Oh, excuse me, bro. Sorry about that. Got a super chat came in. Love the panel from Kelly Albert.
Hey, appreciate it.
What's up, Kelly?
But Trump came in and said, Trump basically came in as a bookkeeper. He said, whoa, 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 whoa. What the fuck is this? We're paying what to who? Well, what are we getting in return? Nothing? We got to change that. We got what? And there's a pipeline here, and we can start selling our energy for the first time since before he was born. Oh, yeah, that's what we're doing. And he went to the rest of the world and said, look, the gravy train is over. We're done giving you guys billions of dollars, and you ain't giving us shit. Of course they want us in the Paris Accord.
Exactly.
We are the Paris Accord. Of course they want us in NATO and the UN and shit. We are NATO. You ever see the NATO list? There are 30 countries on the NATO list. After the top 3, it goes to like Armenia and fucking Croatia. And what? Man, you ain't no military force. It's us, the UK, and Canada. And the UK and Canada can put their militaries together, and they still aren't touching ours. So it's us. So if we are footing the bill, well, then what we get for footing that bill is going to have to increase, or you can start footing part of this fucking bill.
Exactly. A shout out to Bob K. MIT with a $5 super chat. I'm only 5'6", but you fuckers better not mess with me.
Hey, I promise.
I know that's right.
I
know that's right, man. That's
and the last one from Anna Rodriguez. She said, "Legends is right. Thank you for the $2 super chat." And you're right. We are legends. We're the last of a dying breed.
Hey, I'm telling you, nobody better prepared than a conservative who happens to be black. Remember that shit.
Exactly.
Nobody's better prepared.
I gotta ask y'all this question. So, since we seen what Putin is doing, personally, I want to ask you two guys, especially you, Jericho, because you probably military like I am. Do y'all really think that Putin is psychologically fucked up in the head, or do you think that he's just pissed off with the way that the world is turning into being a softie based upon some of the things he was seeing going on in Ukraine and Ukraine getting westernized from some of the, stuff that's been going on in America?
I don't know. I don't think, man, Putin probably got one of the sharpest minds of any world leader. I don't think there's anything mentally wrong with that, man. But I think it's a mix of things. I think he's wanted Ukraine since the Soviet Union fell. I think that now is the right time, because it's funny that he invaded another country when Obama was in office, took a 4-year break when Trump was in office, and now he's back to invading countries now that Biden is in office. It's not a coincidence
at all.
I mean, of course you're going to wait for the biggest dog in the yard to be asleep before you do something, or to be hurt before you do something. When that dog is healthy and alert, you ain't going to do shit. But when you got this sleepy son of a bitch behind the wheel, yeah, of course it's a good time to do it, because you ain't going to do shit. All these sanctions, all this bullshit they're talking is too little, too late. What are you talking? A sanction?
He don't care about them sanctions.
No, he sure the hell don't.
He already got over 100. He got 100 over 100 of them. You don't give a damn about them sanctions.
Well, that's like my son coming up to me and telling me, "Dad, you need to go to your room." The fuck are you talking? I'm even gonna take that seriously. Like, he ain't even. The shit's too late. He cared so much. He cared so much about damn sanctions that they're putting on him that he bombed their nuclear facility yesterday. That's how much he cares.
Yep. What about you, Craig? What do you think, man? You think the same thing, that he's got a sharp mind and nothing psychologically not wrong with him?
I don't think. Jericho hit it on the nail. I don't think anything is psychologically wrong with the dude. I think the guy is a very sharp leader, especially when you have the entire world against you. You know what I mean? The guy is backed into a corner, and he's got big cojones, man. He's got some big balls, dude. Yeah. Saying, look, anybody intervenes, you can see some stuff you ain't never seen before. It's like, this is not coming from a psychopath, someone that's mentally not there. This comes from someone that knows what he's doing, man, understands, and look, it's like Jericho said, he's waiting until the dog is asleep, right? And right now we are asleep, so it's like, I don't believe the propaganda, the stuff that's being pushed on media. For me, the moment that I hear the Democrats raving about something and pushing the propaganda, saying we need to stand and do this and that and the third, red flags go up for me, man. Yeah. I say, oh, hold on. There's something going on. Whenever they start praising and pushing propaganda all over the news, something's not right. Where are they distracting me? What's going on? So my alerts go up with these people.
Yep. I do the same thing, bro. If they say head west, I'm heading east. All you got to do is look at who's saying it. Look at who's jumping up and down. Whatever they're saying, look who's saying it, and you automatically know it's bullshit. The fact that all these fools are at the State of the Union, we're like, oh, Ukraine. That automatically makes me think, well, what's up with Ukraine? Why are they supporting it? Why are they doing this fake ass, awkward ass USA chant? I've never been disgusted before in my life when I heard somebody chant USA, but I was that time. Because y'all ain't never chanted that shit in your life. Ain't one of you rotten sons of bitches up there with an American flag on your lapel or anything. Ain't one of you skags ever put a red, white, and blue scarf over your damn face or around your neck. But I tell you one thing, they're quick to put on a fucking kente cloth scarf.
And get on their knees.
That shit was weird, and that shit was fake.
Jericho, they had dashiki on, man.
Bro, when I saw that shit, I
said they got dashiki on. Why did they have all of them kneeled? Even Nancy Pelosi, like I said earlier, Joe. Nancy Pelosi doing this shit right here. You ever seen a fly land on shit? You see the fly land on doo-doo, shoot, shit, and the fly start doing that shit right there. That's what she reminded me of, man.
She was rolling up fucking doo-doo balls. And as much standing up and sitting as she did, you know that bitch had the icy hot, the Epsom salts, and everything when she got home.
Man, let me tell y'all. I told everybody she was having an orgasm every time Joe said some of this sleepy ass. Oh, okay.
Dude, I believe that the reason they were clapping so much is to keep him from talking, because normally when somebody, especially the president, okay, and it's definitely in this case, it's more about respecting the office than the person. It's like in the military, if you're on base and officer's car comes by, they don't even have to be driving. There's a sticker on the windshield. You're saluting that sticker. So when the president of the United States is talking, especially when you got all his people in the room, when you're clapping and he starts talking, that's usually when you stop clapping and you sit down and start listening. But they kept clapping and ignoring. He had to shut up while they clapped instead of them shutting up while he talked. And I think that shit was, I think it was part of it. They kept clapping so he couldn't fucking say anything.
When the Democrats was clapping during his State of the Union teleprompting, memorization, whatever he was doing, it reminded me of when I was in the multi-level marketing business, where we called it playing team, where and I don't know if you guys will be able to relate and understand what I'm about to say, but we would try to, with multi-level marketing, you have to invite people to come to like where you do an introduction of the product, or you have an opportunity to be in the business as well. And sometimes we would do parties where only one person shows up to these parties, right? But they don't know all these other people there are already in the business, and we all are trying to invite people, but only one person actually showed up. So we used to sit down in the audience while one person's speaking and act like this is the first time we ever heard the presentation. And as soon as he would say something, we would start clapping and say, "Oh yeah," and that's what the Democrats remind me of, man.
Wow.
Every time Joe Biden, they was playing team. Every time Joe Biden would say some nonsensical bullshit, they was getting up. Look, the one dude got up and said, "Oh shit, I ain't supposed to clap yet." Then everybody started clapping. So they just good at playing team, man. That's the one thing the Democrats are good at. They play team and they stick together, man. While we got these rhinos within the Republican Party that sell us out, man. They just sell us out, dude. So,
like the 4 who didn't vote to stop the mandates for federal employees, they could have ended that shit right there, and they did show up. How do you not show up? Are the lines not clearly enough drawn in the sand? Do you not know what side you're on? And in a perfect world, there wouldn't be sides, because they would both be focused on what we want. Because they've taken their eyes off the prize. We're not the prize anymore. China, whoever has their hand up their ass, manipulating their mouth, that's who they listen to, not us. So in a perfect world, there would be no need for sides, but there are. The Democrats are clearly trying to drag this country down the path of communism, and the Republicans are supposed to be the ones that are trying to keep them from doing that, trying to pull us toward the light. But they're not doing a very good job, and it pisses me off. Why are y'all being so nice? I'm not saying you got to break the rules and the laws, but stop being so damn nice. Why the fuck? That makes me sick, man. Then get out of there. If you're just going to be a doormat for the Democrats to do what they want, then get your ass out of there. Exactly. How is Joe Manchin doing more than you are? He's a damn Democrat. What the fuck is going on here?
Joe, old blue dog Democrat. Hey man, let me get to this last super chat.
Joe Manchin put the nail in the coffin on that Build Back Broke.
Yep. This is from the Hull Tech Senior Chief. He sent a $10 super chat. Hull Tech Senior Chief is why I have this attitude, Jericho. Go U.S. Navy. That's right.
Hoorah.
Another super chat just came in from Jet Ison. He said, thumbs on. He gave us a number 1, a red number 1 pointing up. Thank you, bro. We appreciate it, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Hey, another thing I want to talk to y'all guys about, man, since we really going in tonight on some of these topics that nobody has really been putting in. Well, I want to show y'all first. This is what these liberals, why they are so hell-bent on trying to love on Zelensky. I don't think you've seen this one yet, Jericho, but you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm finna play you something. All right, and it's just gonna tell you why they so into this guy like they is. I knew what's something up about him, bro. I finished show you right quick. Y'all keep hitting that like button.
Music video.
What's he about to play?
Y'all
This
gonna
is a
see
music video. This shit's crazy.
What's he pulling it up?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up now. I'm finna share it with everybody. Hold on. All right.
It sound crazy.
Oh, you about to see?
Sound like somebody in spandex and slouch socks.
You about to see it in a minute. This is why they love this food, man.
Definitely the spandex. You got the first part right.
This is why they love this food.
Oh, the slouch.
This is the video this fool made. See? That's why they love it. Oh my God.
Here they go with that.
Yeah. See, you got high heels on and everything.
Yeah, wasn't he?
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, he made that like 2014. I knew
Yeah,
it was
he was
something about that dude.
What is going on, man?
Yeah, it was something like comedy skit or some shit. I mean, yeah, I mean that shit. It's rare to see a world leader with that kind of past. You know, do that kind of shit.
Yeah, I mean,
he's
got a talent, man.
Yeah, if he survives those hit squads coming after him, he does have a future.
He's got a talent. He's got a future.
He has a future.
He's got a future.
Yeah.
Dude.
I had to play that for y'all.
Somebody will shove some ruples in his pants.
He's got a future, dude.
Oh, that's why Putin was like, fuck this dude.
Yeah, this dude is whack. What is he doing? But first of all, you will never see me make dude, I don't know where my life will bring me and where God is leading me. You will never see me sell out to doing no Craig, we want to give you this part where you're going to be in a movie. This is all you got to do. I'm like, man, I ain't doing that, man.
Hell no. Hell no.
I think I was with 4G Out of Blow. 4G Out of Blow did a video where they were dissing LeBron James. They had some old transgender dude out there playing basketball. I looked at it. I said, man, what are y'all doing, man? You guys got me playing basketball against a transgender, but I was like, man, this fucking man.
I didn't know you was in that video, dude.
Dude, I'm in that video, man.
I'm gonna check that out. I did not know that. I didn't know.
I'm not like playing. I mean, I'm not like playing against him. I'm just shooting the ball, and the punk is in the back somewhere. It's nuts, man. You got to go look this shit up, man.
I didn't even know
I
you
would never
crazy.
sell my soul for that.
Joe like that.
Oh yeah,
I was trying to get him on the channel.
Yeah, we down here in Florida, man.
Oh, well, I know that.
I never understood all that Tu Wong Fu type shit.
That stuff is crazy, man.
I never knew. I never. It's funny if you look at most of, if not all of, or damn near all of the black stars over the last 25, 30 years.
Oh, what's old buddy? What's old buddy's name? No, what's the dude that did the movie where they like? The black liberals always come to us and they put under the comments and talk trash for saying we're in the sunken place. They get out.
You talking about Get Out?
How do I share? How do I share a screen, man? Can I share the screen?
You should be able to Get Out. Yeah, you should be able to share the screen with me.
Here we go. I'm gonna share the screen. Let's see what happens. Can y'all see the screen?
Yeah, I can see the screen. I'm finna go and put it on now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Go ahead on.
For some reason, it ain't loading. I don't know why it ain't loading.
Yeah, that shit's wild, man. All the at Martin.
It ain't loading.
Oh, there it
goes. Check them out.
Oh,
give it a second. Check them out.
From the West. Is that the dude from the Western?
Yeah,
on Netflix.
Can the audience see it? There you go.
Yeah,
it's delayed so the audience can see it. Look at this Joker, man.
Yeah.
Can you see? They said this is art.
Where?
No.
This is on his name is Lakeith Stanfield. That was on the movie Get Out, where the Joker was just that they would put something in his food and he was stuck, and he was in this sunken place. They always say black conservatives is in the sunken place, but this is the stuff that they do. These actors, they sell themselves out, and they do that same video that you just showed. It's sad. Yeah, this is Lakeith Stanfield. It's on his main IG. It's him. Yeah, man.
But how do you when you're on set, how do you put sit down and put on pantyhose and then put on heels and
Jericho, I'm not trying to get too explicit for the live. My legs, I don't even with my ball sack, I don't even think my legs cross like that. I don't even think I can cross my leg like that, man.
Same way, bro.
Can't do it.
I can't. I don't even have the flexibility to cross my big ass legs.
Not like that,
man. That joke is sitting. I said, man, wow, that's an art, man.
Man, this thanks for the super chat. Thanks for the super chat.
Jericho.
No, hold on. I will admit that twice I've let my daughter paint my nails when we're at home, but. That's it. That's as far as I go. That's as far as I can go.
Yeah, but that's a daddy daughter. That's a daddy daughter moment.
Exactly. But that's as far as it would ever go. There's no way that I would ever.
Here's what makes me mad, guys, about this. And I'm glad you brought this up, Craig. I'm so glad you showed that picture. Why is it seems like all of our black leaders / co-stars, whether it's Hollywood, rapping or whatever, musician or whatever, feel like they have to demasculize masculinity just to get ahead? It makes me sick. Are you serious? It's like black men, they always got us in the worst light when it comes to masculinity, and it just burns me up.
Yeah, man, it really pisses me off, but it's like the Paula Deen situation, where she catered this event where the staff was dressed up like I don't know, porters or whatever, or slaves back in the day.
Yeah.
Now, how can you get mad at her when they're the ones who took the role? They're the ones who went to the interview and said, "What's the job? What do I got to wear? How much does it pay? I'll be there." So it only happens if these fools take the parts and actually emasculate themselves. And it just goes, I mean, when you want to attack something, you have to take care of its security first. The man is the security, the man is the protector. So we've all seen it in the action movies from the 80s and shit. If you got a big ass Rottweiler on the other side of the fence, what do? They take a piece of meat, they shove a sleeping pill in it. When the dog eats it, they wait 20 minutes, the dog's passed out, they can go in there and rob and steal and do whatever they want to do. It's just part of that, keeping the man out of the house, keeping the man, look at these fools, man. And this isn't nothing new. I remember back in the day, they had rompers and shit, like, the whole androgynous thing from the 80s. But, these little rappers out there with their tight pants and blurring the lines and Lil Nas X and all that shit, it's just further destabilization. If the family unit, the foundation isn't solid, then you can't build shit on it. And like I said, all of these pitfalls can be out there, but they only work if you fall for them.
If you fall for them. But no, it's leave it up to them. They'll say, "Oh no, it's white supremacy. This is why we do this." But I'll digress. I truly believe, because I talked to an actor right before my other page was banned. I talked to an actor that she was the main actress. I'll let you guys do the research and figure out who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna put her name out there, but I am gonna put her name out there. If you do some research, you'll figure it out. She did a movie recently called Karen, the movie Karen. And I went in on them making this stereotype bullcrap type of movie that is racially charged and actually could put people in danger by depicted in this picture of white folks as being Karens. But anyway, the movie went on to be like oh, white folks is racist. This is what happens when black people move into a predominant white neighborhood, and you're gonna have to deal with the Karen, and Karen's brother is a police officer, and they're harassing and they're messing with this person. The whole movie was just a waste of time. So I went in on it, and the main actor actually reached out to me. I had a great conversation with her, right, for probably a good hour and a half, right, and we ended up connecting. I could call her today if I wanted to. And as I was talking to her, I had to ask her, I don't understand, why would you, she didn't want to take the part. She came out and said, I didn't want the part. I didn't want to take the part. My family told me not to take the part, but I took it anyway because times are hard. I needed a gig. And it made me realize these actors, they're in they're in Hollywood, and Hollywood is pimped out by, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
That rainbow stuff is heavy up in there. So it's like a rite of passage in order to maintain getting gigs and jobs and staying relevant and getting those paychecks. You got to be a good old boy and go along with what we're saying. So I truly believe that some of these actors, they're selling them souls out, and they're going against their value system and who they really are by doing these parts. And then when they get criticism by it, it makes them gives them more notoriety, gives them more fame, I guess. And then now they're accepted, like, yeah, he's one of us, and we'll keep putting you on parts. So it's like politicking to maintain a paycheck from these people, right? And what's sad is they have influence in people that look up to them, and then they push that agenda saying, oh, we and they try to normalize something that we know is not normal. So I truly believe that they're chasing the paycheck, selling their souls, completely going against their own principles and values and who they are as a character, as a man or a woman. And it's sad, man. And people that know them, people that are close to them, are probably scratching their head wondering, man, why would you do that? You know, why in the earth would you do that? That's like us being conservative and, you know, with our value systems. And then next thing you know it, you see my big 6'5" ass walking around in a dress with some high heels on. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, man, that don't make no sense. So this is what's happening.
I don't understand. Like I said, how can you be on set putting on these clothes and standing there and not just feel like a complete jackass and not want to do that? That's just, you know, I've never been in acting and all that shit, and I'm sure what Craig is saying is true for sure, who it's ran by. But some of these actors are big, they're A-listers at the top of their game. That's why they're offered these kind of movies. And to still take that, and then for some of them to be some of these blue check marks on there talking shit, talking down to people like us, calling us sellouts.
Exactly.
Are you serious? Did you forget the movie where you tucked your sack into a thong and dressed like a woman? Who the fuck are you calling a sellout? Man,
yeah,
exactly.
Lord knows
I don't even think they got heels that fit my big feet, man. You know what I mean? I don't know how these people do this, and where, you know, how does this Jenner person fit his big feet? Them was track feet. He used to run track. How does he fit his feet in heels, man? I mean, dude,
he turns it off though to go to those all male golf courses in Georgia and shit like that. You have the all male, you know, it could just be men. He can take off all that shit to go there. Man, when they gave that fool the Woman of the Year award, I said, man, stop, get me out of here. Stop, pull over, and let me the fuck off. What are you talking about? He ain't even a woman. He's been dressing like a woman for 20 minutes. And he gets Woman of the Year.
Woman of the Year, baby.
Just disregard all these other women.
Yeah, never mind all the real women who were sitting in their desk in the 5th grade, and the teacher said, hey, Susan, why can't you get up? Can you come over here, teacher? What's wrong, honey? I think something's wrong. All the girls who were scared, thinking they're bleeding to death, and the cramps, and the mood swings, and being catcalled.
The emotional swings.
Put all that shit, bras, all this shit, just so you can show up at the finish line 30 minutes before the end and say, I'm a woman, and snatch the award from her hands. Man,
exactly. He's the Woman of the Year, and 2 years from now, he gets prostate cancer. It's like, hold on, man.
How is that? I'm squeezing out babies and shit. Man, but this dude says, nope. He just palmed it. Get out of here, bitch.
Yeah. Watch, step aside. But shame on the women that sit there, yeah, and praise it. Yeah. Shame on them, man.
You're ushering your own demise. Yep. That's like opening the door for the Grim Reaper. Come on in, man. Kill my ass.
Yep.
You up there supporting this shit. Man, go.
Yeah, I know, man.
Woman of the Year. And did he get some bravery award or some shit? He was up against some dude who lost his leg from a fucking IED, and he wins. What? Now, you take that your whole speech and your whole coming out and shit, Jenner, take that, transplant it to Saudi Arabia. Now you're brave. Now you're brave.
Go to a country where it's you really are at risk for coming out.
Now you're brave. But when you come out in Calabasas, you ain't shit. You ain't brave.
It's just like these modern day social justice warriors. It's so easy to be a social justice warrior right now.
Yeah,
if you're a white liberal. It's so easy to be a social justice warrior as a white liberal right now in 2022. Mm-hmm. Do that shit back then when it was like straight up real craziness going on, and then come on out and say that you're a social justice warrior. Well, you actually have people at risk. You had to risk everything you had. It's it's beyond me that what these people do.
Hey, let's do a little Bill and Ted. You guys want all this systemic racism? Cool. Hop in this time machine and go back instead of 2022. Go back to 1922 when the Ku Klux Klan was marching over 100,000 strong down Pennsylvania Avenue, right in front of the White House. Now you got all the racism you can stand. Now get your ass out there and start talking all this shit about America.
Right.
At one time, real liberals would kick your ass for saying that shit.
Yeah, no more
racism. You don't want no systemic racism.
Nope.
All the shit, they can cry about that shit because we have no natural predators. Those with a full stomach are first to criticize the food. You're full. You don't need that food. So you can talk all the shit you want. But when your ass is hungry, when you haven't had protein since January, now that's some real oppression. You want to talk oppression? Shut the fuck up. You don't know nothing about no.
Did you see that video of Did you see the video of the teacher that was pushing the propaganda, indoctrinating the kids, saying, "Oh, because you're black, there's people." Did you see that, Joe? Do you see that?
Strong black male.
Why do you need to say that? You want me to show you
that already?
Yeah, show it, man. Show it. Show the video, guys.
Yeah, show it.
What if he already knew that shit?
There you go,
I'll put it on there right now, bro. Got you.
All right, ready?
I'm ready.
Is it can the audience see it?
Yeah, they can see it.
Yeah.
You got the sound on?
Yeah, I'm black. Why'd you even have to say anything?
I can't hear the sound.
You can't hear it?
No, I can't hear the sound.
Y'all can't hear the?
No, they can't hear
Can
the
you
sound.
hear the sound?
Lady one for them.
Yeah, that's.
Oh man, I don't know how. You probably gonna have to pull it up on your end, man.
I'll pull up on my end because usually
it's on my IG. It's on my IG. I put the sound on. I can hear the sound. It's probably something in my settings, man.
It's all good. I got you.
Yo, that shit. She's talking to the girls. Oh, yeah, girl. She went. Then when she walked around to the back of the group, that's when she was talking to the little black kids.
Basically, she's talking. Basically, what she's saying is, just because there's people that's telling you just because you black you can't do something. In my head, I'm like, who?
Who's telling them that?
Who is saying that shit? Are you implying
like 6 years old?
Yeah, are you implying that people on the right are telling them that? People that are Republican, conservative.
Who's telling that little kid?
Who's telling these kids? Who is saying this that somebody can't do something because of the color? The only people that I know that are saying that are white liberals and black KKK collective groupthink. They're the only ones that say that somebody can't do something because they black or they brown or whatever. Like nobody on the right saying that. We the ones telling you, hey man, you don't need no affirmative action.
Do what you want.
If the regulation is 10 foot, why do you need to have where everybody else is playing at the 10-foot goal? Why do you need yours lowered down to the 8-foot goal? You don't need affirmative action. You don't need no reparations. You don't need none of that.
We've already had reparations. We've already had affirmative action. We've done that already. Reparations doesn't just come in the form of a check.
Yeah, but
we've had damn reparations. Affirmative action is a reparation.
Jericho, the reparation thing, It's just like welfare. I'll tell you why the check this elusive check that they keep running after, they can cut them a check today. They still have anger, hatred, and resentment. They'll be complaining 5 minutes later. They can cut the check today, literally tomorrow they're complaining again. It wasn't enough.
Yep.
The check ain't gonna do nothing. The check will not do nothing. Look at what welfare has done. People literally purposely stay on welfare and don't get out of the projects. They got bigger screen TVs than all of us on this live, and we work hard and pay more taxes than them. They got free phones, free healthcare, free daycare, bigger daggone TV. They get they getting EBT food stamps. They got everything and don't work. They got Section 8 housing. They pay $20 a month, literally, dude, and have bigger TVs than us, man.
Yep.
You like,
that's all true.
I'm over here working my tail off. Who is telling somebody that they can't do something because of the color of their skin? Who are you talking about, lady? Why are you screaming at these little ass kids like a drill sergeant? Why are you turning little 4, 5, 6-year-olds into little Black Panther Party? Like what these people are nuts. Yep. We truly have a country to save, man.
It's sick, man. And why? Who even assumes that little boy would even need to hear that? Why would you even make it awkward like that and walk back there in front of him and talk to him specifically? That shit is so weird, man. And we these people spend so much time, because the people who went through real racism, they laid the foundation. They laid the foundation for this nice, easy life that we live. So instead of building a sprawling estate that has generational wealth for your kids and their kids' kids, you're bitching about the cracks in the foundation and this America's this and that, and it's this and it's racist. No, they did that already. They laid the foundation. Start building. You're losing daylight. You're crying about stupid shit, and you're not taking advantage of what these people did for your ass. They did the real shit so you can stay here and talk about it and not get dragged off to a cell or hung from a tree somewhere. And another thing, they talk about lynching and how bad lynching was. If you want to look at the numbers, they're about, I'll even go as high as 5,000. I've heard as much as 4,000. 4,000 slaves and Black people were lynched from Reconstruction up into civil rights movement. 4,000. Let's say 5,000, which is way more. 5,000 in a span of a few hundred years. They knocked that shit out in a year.
Dude,
now, one year
they mowing people down, man.
Hundreds of years.
Listen to this crazy music and this culture that glorified this ignorance. Which is why we got what we got, Jericho. Yep. What's the character off of Winnie the Pooh? Eeyore. We have Eeyores of color.
Yep.
Remember Eeyore, he was the jackass. The donkey. Whatever kind of animal he was. No matter, they could literally be in the middle of a field with butterflies and birds chirping in the sun, harmonizing. Everything is just so great and peaceful. And Eeyore would come around literally like a little black cloud running over top of his head.
Yep.
Pessimistic, angry, and resentful.
All right, before I start, before I start answering playing this, I got another one for y'all, another cash out that was earlier from Latina. She wanted to know how she live in, I think it's Mercer County, and she wanted to know when could you come by and have dinner with the whole family in California.
Who's she asking that to?
To Jericho.
Oh man, well, I don't know what part of California you in. This is a big state.
She's in Mercedes.
Merced?
I want to say. Yeah, Merced. Yeah.
Oh, Merced. That's right in the Central Valley. That's where your sugar beets and your stone fruits and nuts and shit. There's cows and farms and heat out there. That's real. She'll tell you. That's why they call it Merced.
Okay.
It's just
okay.
Cows, farms, and heat.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah,
man. Something new.
And you know what's funny? In California, it's crazy. All these blue-haired crazy bastards all on the coast and Hollywood and the perverts in San Francisco and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You start getting inland toward all these farming communities where all the stuff that you keep in your veggie crisper in your fridge come from. Oh, they don't play that liberal shit. You see, I used to see driving up. My mom lives on the other side of Fresno, same kind of area. And you actually drive past Merced to get there. And you see all these anti-Obama billboards, and driving out there in the middle of all these orchards. I don't know if it's a gas station or what, man, but it has the biggest American flag in the world. It has to be one of the biggest American flags. It's the biggest one I've ever seen. This thing has to be 10, 20 feet tall and like 50, 75 feet long. And it's at the tip top of this big old steeple, and there's a cross on top of it. Man, when you see that thing blowing in the wind, I don't give a damn who you are. That shit will give you goosebumps. But you see that driving through the area that she's from. So I know California has a bad rap, and we got the worst governor. I'll put my governor up against anybody's shitty governor any day of the week. But there are some serious conservative people in California, and it's no coincidence that they're some of the hardest working people in this country.
Okay. Man, that's awesome. Well, I learned something new about California. I'm gonna play the clip.
So there are people who say that we can't do this because of the color of our skin. Real talk. They say that we can't do this, that we aren't smart enough, that we aren't good enough. But let me tell you something. Every single one of you are beautiful and smart. You have shown that every day to Mrs. Coleman and I. You are intelligent. Mikkel, you are a strong black male, a smart black male who is ready for today. Are you ready?
I'm always ready.
You sure are. My lovely ladies, they sometimes say, oh, ladies, they can't do math, they can't do science. But let me tell you something, ladies, can we do math?
Yeah!
Who's saying that? That's what I said.
We show up. They say, Jeremiah, you're 4 years old. Oh, he's not ready. But Jeremiah, are you ready?
Yes.
You sure are. You show us how you can count by tens, how you can count by fives. You show us. Also, there are people who say that we
It just restarted.
Man, you show me the people who are telling these kids that shit, and I'll beat their ass for you. You kidding me? Who's telling kids that other than her?
Nobody is saying this, man. That's what my point is.
Shit.
Nobody's saying it. I mean, that's what who's saying this? Who's telling people this?
Who the fuck is telling them little kids that nonsense?
And this is the thing, Jericho. The people on the left, they say, oh, these radical white parents are so mad and they don't want us to teach CRT in our history in the public schools. They're racist. Look at them showing up at school board meetings. It ain't just white folks. It's
black folks too.
It's black folks. It's Hispanics. It's indigenous Asian folks. They don't want this ideology and this indoctrination to take place. Somebody in the comments said, I don't see where the indoctrination took place. It took place the moment that she implied, based off the color of somebody's skin, that someone out there in the ether on the 13th floor is holding them back because of the color of their skin. That's when the indoctrination started. But my question is, who is saying this shit?
Who's telling those girls you can't do science and math? Who's saying that?
Yeah, I wish the kids were so intelligent to say, well, Mrs. Dumbass, who's saying this? Who are you talking about? You know what I mean?
If their parents are worth the shit, they already know that they're beautiful and smart.
Exactly.
Tell them that. Why are you making it weird? Why are you making it weird out here, teacher? Just go up there and do teacher shit so we can go home.
He said, why are we making it weird out here, teacher? Oh, I love that shit.
I know that. Okay, why are you making it weird? You walking back here, standing right in front of me, making it weird.
Exactly.
Man, just teach.
Exactly.
Very simple.
That's all you got to do, man. Just teach. And speaking of that, guys, I know y'all heard about this too. About there's this thing going around. People are trying to with Kamala Harris and them keep pushing, talking about the LGBTQ plus question mark, especially trans, are in danger with crimes against them, with murder and all this stuff. But now, peep this now. Only 45 transgender people got murdered in the whole wide U.S. last year, compared to over 100,000 plus black people in the hood either got just getting shot. We're not talking about getting murdered in major cities. So my thing is, where's the danger at? Because it seems like to me, we got more of a problem with the community than we do about some LGBTQ plus question mark protect me bullshit because I'm in danger.
What a waste of time, man. And she looks weak. She makes us look weak sitting up there with that fucking banner behind us. Why are you dealing with people's sexuality? What the fuck? Why is it on your list of things to do?
Yeah.
What are you doing? 45 people, 7,000 black people are murdered every year. You can go on to diabetes and medical issues. Why are you focusing on this tiny ass little group? If you want to focus on something I would support about focusing on trans people, why don't you focus on their 40% suicide rate? That sounds pretty crazy too.
Thank you.
And who killed those 45 people? Were some of the murderers other trans people? Because if you look at the numbers of domestic violence and violence in general among that group of people, it's pretty fucking violent. They can sit here and talk about toxic masculinity, what men do. Look at what they do to each other. It's over a 70% chance if you're in a same-sex relationship, your partner's going to whoop your ass. So don't come tell me about these people. And of course, we don't value their lives any less, but don't ring the alarm telling me that this is something we need to focus on as a country. And you're going to bring some numbers for it. Man, what is it? 4,000 people a year, or black folks get shot every year in Chicago. That's one city. What are you talking about? 45 damn people. Get your sorry ass down to the border and do something about it.
Exactly.
What is that behind her? What are you doing?
Well, I mean, this is it sounds mean, but I'm on TikTok. I see the nonsensical stuff that they say. They say that we're homophobic if we don't accept that a man that has transitioned into a Tyrannosaurus Rex, that we're a homophobe and that they are a woman, when we know that that's not true.
Because you don't want to date them.
And then they argue that we don't have to reveal that we transition because we're women. No. It's like, no, maybe y'all getting y'all ass whooped because y'all's out there lying and you're tricking people. You're tricking people, man. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not on here to advocate people to treat anybody wrong or whatever. I care less. You want to tuck your balls and your stuff behind your legs and dance in the mirror like dude did on what's that movie? What's
Silence
the
of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs. If you want to dance in front of the mirror and tuck your shit behind you like Silence of the Lambs, man, go ahead, man. I don't care. Just leave my kids alone. Leave my kids alone. Stay over there off in the corner with your what you got going on. I don't care about it. You know what I mean? Leave my kids alone. Leave me alone. Don't punish me because I'm like, hey, bruh, your Adam's apple is bigger than mine, but yeah, you want me to call you Sheila.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. We don't want to play in your make-believe world. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
No.
Look, if you come up with if they give you a handicap sticker that you get to park in the handicap spot and you get to have a dog that follows you around because you're handicapped and, that whatever you got going on, then maybe I say, well, I acknowledge at least he's got a handicap advisor and he's letting people know he's handicapped. So anyway, I digress because somebody's gonna clip that and say, look what Craig said 15 years ago, and guess what? 15 years from now, I still say, yeah, I mean every bit of what the hell I just said.
They better not. I mess around there and whoop their ass. I'm sorry. Not my brother.
Look, I don't have a lot of rules for conduct around me, but here's one rule that I stick to. In the bedroom, I got a 1 dick limit. That's it. There can't be any other dicks.
Somebody said, Denise said, I'm sorry, Denise. Denise said, damn, Craig. Shit.
I got a 1 dick limit in the bedroom. And if it's okay for you to spring that on somebody in the heat of the moment, like you didn't say nothing until you got in the bedroom and you just pull a dick out and they're supposed to be okay with that, okay, fine. So if you take a woman back to the room and she gets in the room and you open your closet and your homeboy comes out, hey, sorry, girl, this just turned into a train. And there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you if you're not okay with it, girl. Exactly. That would be stupid. That would be ridiculous, and nobody would go for that shit. So how they can say with a straight face that because they see themselves as a woman, I'm supposed to ignore their dick and balls. No.
Yeah, but it happens to women too. They came out with a movie a long time ago where it was a girl that looked like a dude and got a girlfriend. The girl thought it was a dude, and he was pulled out this, them little mechanical things, and was posing like it was, she was a dude. So it happens. It's like, wait a minute, that's malice. You lying now. You putting people at risk with you lying through your mental illness.
You can't lie about that. You can't lie about
man.
that.
And my thing is like, what? I don't want to get too explicit, man. I'll digress on this.
But y'all right though, because that's the thing. That's what caused a lot of them getting these situations where they get harmed, because you talking and thinking like that. I'm supposed to accept you because you want to be make believe. That's like me trying to make you be straight when you done told me that's not what you want. That's not your lifestyle. Okay, then, but that's not our lifestyle. Respect my boundaries,
Joe.
I'm not attracted to you.
But Joe, they are literally lying and not telling people.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a no-go. That's a no-go.
Huh? And then when you shouldn't you enclose that? That's like, you could be putting people at risk, man.
Exactly.
Hey, you know what? It's just here's an analogy we can all relate to. You ever been at work all day long or wherever, you're away from the house, and you've been thinking about these leftovers all day. You can't wait to get home. Get your favorite cup, take your shoes off, put on your favorite show, whatever, heat up these leftovers. Man, I'm about to fuck these leftovers up. I'm thinking about them all day. I'm thinking about them when I drive home. And then you walk in the house, you got your favorite cup, your cold drink, your favorite chair, and your favorite TV show. And you open that refrigerator, and that shit is gone. Somebody
it happened to me.
So we're out on this date. I got my mouth all fixed for some vagina when I get back. Man, I'm thinking about this all night long. And we get in that bedroom, and you pull out a dick? Oh, we got a whole new set of issues now. We got a whole new set of issues. But I'm supposed to be like, oh, no, that's cool. Dick, vagina, whatever. Tomato. Not okay.
Like, no, dude. Hold on. Do you know how confused I would be? I would literally
range of emotions.
It would be. It'd be like a bomb just went off next to me, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Like,
I'm trying to process.
Everybody processes information differently, man. You know what I mean?
This is not the proper setting for multiple dicks.
You know what I mean? I'm definitely pleading insanity when I'm in courtroom status. You know what I mean? Like,
that's trauma.
Right. If you're in a gym and you go to the locker room and you happen to see another dick in there, it's a gym, right? You're in the gym. You're in the locker room. In the privacy of my home, now that same dick is going to be an issue because
hold on, bro.
I'm not prepared for that here. This isn't the place for multiple dicks, right?
Oh God!
There's only one up in this house.
Dude, what?
Very simple rule. One.
What, bro?
Nah, I know this is explicit content. What we're talking about. Like, everybody knows my story. I've done prison time.
Yeah.
There was someone that's from the hood of where I come from. His name was Bambi. That was it. But he used to be a straight up gangster, and something happened with the prison
like that. You're either one or the other.
Dude, he used to be like dangerous. He went off to prison, did a long period of time. He came back Bambi. So everybody like, yo, what? This is before this Tyrannosaurus Rex stuff became popular. He was one of the original. He was doing it back then. It was like one in 10,000. You would see one of these people. He used to tell the stories of how he would trick dudes, man, in the club, because he would dress up and make himself look like it was a girl. And he used to tell them, well, the dudes be drunk, don't know what's going on, dancing with them. and he's dressed up like a punk in high heels or whatever, and he would say, yeah, the dudes be trying, obviously they drunk and they trying to get it in, right? One night slides, one hitter, what do they call it? Hit it and quit it type of situation. He said, oh, well, I'm on my period, but you can me in the bond. And that's how he used to, dude, he used to do
No.
I'm not even kidding. I'm telling you what they do. He used to trick him and say, well, I'm on my period, but you can do this. And the dudes would do it and not even know they would have do, man.
Wow.
So this type of stuff has been going on for a minute, and they be lying. They lie to people. Dude, all in all, it's demonic. It's an abomination, and it completely goes against our values of what God has set in place on this earth, man.
Yeah, he didn't set this in place.
Plain and simple, man. Somebody said that is shell.
That's what I call him. And you know,
look, Mitch said, "Yikes!" Yikes.
Yeah, man, that's the scary stuff, man.
Like,
yeah,
so don't.
Right.
If you're single, because we know this stuff is out there, it's prevalent out there, and you're a dude, like, you better be checking behind and
Everything.
Don't be out there. This is why you got to live a good life and walk a straight line and go out there and try to find you a family and jump the broom, man. Don't be out there because there's some crazy stuff out there, man.
Hey, man, and don't be getting that damn drunk.
Dude, dudes be drunk, and then he used to tell us. He used to tell him, man. He used to say that's how he would trick dudes, tell him that he's on his period. And what he would do, is take one of his homegirls that is a female, like a old pad, or make some blood on the pad and make it look like he's on his period. Like he's telling the dude, I'm on my period. And they be tricking dudes, and dudes like, oh yeah, well I'm smashing anyway. It's like, see, you ain't living right, man.
Oh wow, man, you living
right. Wow. Jericho said, oh man, you fucked a lot, you messed the whole live up with this shit.
Oh man, hey man,
Mitch is on here like, man, this is nuts. This is some penitentiary.
Hey man, speaking of that, there's a penitentiary dude right now making a whole lot of money on TikTok. I'm gonna say this and we're gonna wrap this up. That dude is telling a lot of stories what he did in prison. It's scary.
That's why you just try to stay out of there. You know what I mean? There's things going on in there that I'm not a fan of, so I just stay out of there completely. It's worked well so far.
All right, so listen now, I'm gonna go ahead on here because we all got to. I know Greg got to get up in the morning. I know Jericho got to get up because he's a businessman now. And me, well, you know, I got that wife in there because it's our time starting on Friday. So I don't do no content. So anyway, I know that everybody know where y'all guys is right now by now. But if you haven't ever seen these guys before, where can they find you? Start with Craig.
Yeah, man, Joe, you know, I'm always appreciative to come on to the show. I'll come on the panel anytime. It's always a pleasure to be on with Jericho Green. We ain't talking about the Eeyores of color too much today, but if you want to connect with me, it's real simple. I'm new to YouTube. It's Craig Long 45, just as it's displayed on the screen. Craig Long 45. All my platforms are Craig Long 45. But yeah, man, it's a pleasure to be on here. I know we got the stream got a little crazy towards the end. I figured I'd share you guys a penitentiary story with what some of these Tyrannosaurus Rex people be doing to people. It's true. But again, I'm gonna end it with this. This is why you got to live right? You got to live according to God's will and what he has in place for us to live righteously on this earth. When you're out there living wrong, man, you can be putting yourself and subjecting yourself to a lot of different crazy things. So it's just important to live a righteous life and try to apply yourself to doing good, and go out there and build families, be with your wife, be with your husband, take care of your kids, spend time, love them. With that being said, man, I love y'all, man. Thank y'all, man.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Now, Jericho, tell them about
I know you Jericho, I had to clean it up because that stuff was so off the chain, man.
Yeah, don't worry, man. If I have to, I'll make it a private stream. You know how I do. Anyway, I'm making them members only.
I don't care. I mean, I just kept it real.
Yeah, well, that's fine. But I'm just saying, if you two give me some slack, I'll make it a member stream. They'll know how I do. You know, that's why I've been dodging them so far. So Jericho, man, tell them about your new venture with Recoil TV, man. I heard I just checked that channel out. I'm trying to navigate it, but tell us what it's about.
Well, before I answer that, that was like listening to an old DMX album. Through the whole album, he's talking about killing and shit, and then he has a prayer at the end. Put a nice bow on top.
Yeah, that was pretty tight.
But yeah, I'm on Recoil TV. It's under Greenpeace, like not peace, but like Greenpeace, peace of my mind. But yeah, they approached me to write an article. They have a magazine as well. They were doing an article about home defense and what firearms do you use? Why did you choose those firearms? How's it, the layout of your home? How do you defend it? Depending on the layout of your home and shit like that. And it was pretty interesting. So then they hit me up and said they started Recoil TV. So you can find my shit on there too. Like I said, Recoil TV, Greenpeace. If you go to my YouTube videos, also Jericho Green on YouTube, hit the link tree. It has all my shit there. You can catch on my platforms, Spotify, Rumble, the whole nine. Just Jericho Green, whatever platform you're on. And if I'm there, that's probably how you'll find me. And of course, thanks for having me, Joel.
Hey, man, anytime. Y'all my brothers, man. Anytime. I know y'all have to have a spot where you can release. And I don't give a damn with my channel, man. I'm just raw. So I'm knocking on wood. I ain't got banned yet, so I think I'm doing something right.
Well, this live was off the chain today.
So
that it was.
Yeah, it was. And if y'all the first time being on my channel, just go to my description tab below. That's where all my stuff is at. Check out my affiliate links. I'm partnered with My Patriot Supply now and also Noble Gold. And I got some and I'm about to be partnered with Skillshare very shortly. So y'all be getting some discounts on that too. So
that's what's up, man.
For sure, man. Thanks everybody for tuning in, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks. Peace out. Y'all have a good night. Be safe, man. So, guys, I'm going to close out. I want to tell everybody thank you very much for being able to listen to my friends tonight with this panel. Once again, like I said, I'm going to try to do this every Friday. We will do a panel of some sort if I can find people that's available. Or if not that, we'll just do a special, show speaking of what's going on in the news when it comes to crime and violence. So around the U.S. So either way it goes, I appreciate everybody coming out. Thank you for the supports, all the super chats, all the cash apps. I love you guys. Take care of yourself. Until then, y'all catch y'all with another good live Monday night. Okay, 9 o'clock, same time, same face. I'm out.